So I think people seem to forget, even despite these big pullbacks and retracements that we've dealt with across the broader crypto market, how well Shiba Inu has in fact performed. In fact, over the last 12 months, Shiba Inu has outperformed Ethereum, and that is with the approval of Ethereum spot ETFs and now heavy buying from institutional money. Shiba Inu has still been the better performer. In fact, when we look at these last 12 months, you guys can see that Shiba Inu is actually up 44.17%. Ethereum actually up 44.06%. So pretty slim margin. And I know that overall during this market cycle, Ethereum has outperformed Shiba Inu just by a little bit. SHIB up 146% at the time of filming this video. Ethereum up 199% during that time as well. Now, Ethereum did bottom before Shiba Inu. Ethereum had its bottom all the way back in June of 2022. So technically, the rate of return on SHIB was greater over a shorter period of time. All right. Now, what I will say is this is why I'm talking about this and why I'm mentioning this is I've seen a lot of comments that have said, oh, SHIB is dead, SHIB hasn't done that well, and all these things. And I think people seem to forget that SHIB actually did a surge to about 50% of its all-time high during the early part of the market cycle, where there isn't much excitement, where there's not much happening in terms of retail money. And these comments that SHIB is dead don't really make a whole lot of sense. And there's a lot of reasons why. We know that whales have been in accumulation mode. Well, people have been panicking and dumping their bags and calling it quits. Large entities have been picking up their position, kind of the same way that we saw back here, the same way that we saw back here before we had this big turnaround. But that's not even just it. We know that Shiba Inu holders are on the rise, the slow, steady trickle to the upside. All right. So while SHIB price has actually been on the drop, holders have been on the rise. People are taking advantage of opportunity and building their positions. But this is the biggest thing that I want to reference: volume. People say SHIB is dead, that there's not a whole lot going on, that's just fading away. Guys, this is actually a lower day for SHIB. We had $184 million worth of volume over the last 24 hours. That doesn't really look like a dead asset, okay? If you want to say that SHIB is dead, then you got to also claim that Polkadot is dead, that Near Protocol is dead, Matic's dead, Internet Computer, Stellar, Chronos, right? There's ASI, which is one of my favorite tokens in the space. You got to then go ahead and say that all VeChain, right? Injective. You guys get the point. There's all these assets that, frankly, right now, volume is kind of low. There's not a whole lot going on because guess what? The sentiment in the market just isn't very good. It hasn't been for a while. We've dealt with a lot of negative crap taking place. Okay. I keep referencing these same things that have happened over and over again. We're still kind of dealing with the fact that, we may enter a recession, right? We're still dealing with this looming possibility of something happening abroad between Iran and Israel. That hasn't happened yet, right? And so we're just kind of at this standstill where we've gotten just beaten down and beaten down and beaten down. And some people are really feeling that pain, right? They're letting it resonate in them. A lot of people are really getting sucked into the disbelief phase of crypto. Oh, we're just going to fall away. We're going back into the bear market and all these things. I've seen this happen time and time again. It's playing out exactly on trend. It's not surprising that people are feeling this way. But then it's also not going to be a surprise when assets start spiking back up, when SHIB starts making major runs to the upside and leaves a lot of people behind. People then are wishing that they bought more. People that end up FOMOing in, right? It's the same story time and time again, rinse and repeat. And we're gearing up for this to take place. It's not a matter of if, frankly, right? And this is not financial advice. This is not a guarantee. It's a matter of when. The when is the big question, the question that everybody wants to know, okay? And like I talked about yesterday, it can happen very quickly. It can happen in a blink of an eye. When you look at what happened to SHIB in March, many people were probably not anticipating SHIB doing as big of a run as it did. My projection for that spike to the upside was actually, I believe, 4019 or 4018. And then we saw it went on to continue even past that, blowing through the top of its range. Because remember, when assets or when people are excited in the space, when the new capital is flowing, SHIB tends to get hit one of the hardest. All right. We're talking about billions and billions of dollars flowing into Shiba Inu, while maybe some other coins will move slightly faster. Maybe some other ones won't, but it's about the amount of money. Remember, SHIB is a multi-billion-dollar asset. It's an $8 billion market cap. Okay. It takes more to move the needle, but it's still one of those assets that despite its size, it can move extremely quickly. So no, SHIB isn't dead. It's one of the better performers in the market, apparently over the last 12 months. Yes, there have been some ones that have done more, but SHIB is also resilient. It's battle tested. It's been around for a while. It's become a blue chip asset in the space. To say anything otherwise is just pure lunacy. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.